I am Lakshmi Prasanna, Assistant Professor, Department of ECE, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Welcome to the lecture session of image processing. In this session, we will learn about linear position invariant degradation. So, in order to understand about this concept, first we need to recall the important concept, which is image degradation restoration process. So based on this, recalling this concept only, we are going to learn about linear position invariant degradation. So let us recall about this. So here, if you see this image degradation restoration process, it consists of two stages, degradation stage and restoration stage. So here this f of x is the input image, which is given to the degradation function h. So the output of this degradation stage is g of x comma y. To this, again the additive noise eta of x comma y is added. After that, this degraded image is given as input to this restoration filter. So here, by using filters, we are going to get output as the estimated output. So in order to get this f cap of x comma y, which is estimated output, which is equal to the input image f of x comma y, we should have good knowledge about this degradation function h and also about the additive noise eta of x comma y. So based on this concept, now, so from the figure what we have seen, so the input output relationship before the restoration storage can be written as, so from the figure what we have seen in the previous slide, we can write this as g of x comma y is equal to h of f of x comma y plus eta of x comma y. So this we have written based on the previous figure. So here this is g of x comma y, which is the transfer function of the input image f of x comma y plus, so here adder is there, plus the additive noise eta of x comma y. So from that figure we have written this equation. So let us consider this is equation 1. Now, so by assuming eta of x comma y is equal to 0, that means here by assuming this additive noise as 0, that means only the image is degraded with the degradation function h, but consider the noise, additive noise is not available. So here the degradation function h we are using, and here h is a linear operator. Now considering these two conditions, we can write, so as h is linear, so based on the linearity property, we can consider this equation as h of a f1 of x comma y plus b f2 of x comma y is equal to a h of f1 of x comma y plus b h of f2 of x comma y. So consider this is equation 2. So this equation we have written based on the linearity property. So here this f1 of x comma y and f2 of x comma y indicates the two images, image 1 and image 2. And here a and b are constants. So if you consider a and b are the scalars, and here f1 of x comma y and f2 of x comma y are the two input images. So let us consider here the two constants a and b is equal to 1. So here we have considered this is equation 2. So if you are going to follow this condition, then what about equation 2? How equation 2 look like? So this is equation 2. How equation 2 looks like means h of f1 of x comma y, because here a is equal to 1, plus f2 of x comma y is equal to, so as a and b are 1, we will get h of f1 of x comma y plus h of f2 of x comma y. Okay. So let us consider this is equation 3. So we have just considered in equation 2 the values of a and b are constants and it is equal to 1. So by substituting the values of a and b as 1, we are getting this equation 3. So from this, what we can say, this property is called additive property. So the equation 3 represents additive property. So the property, what this additive property says means, if H is a linear operator, then the response is equal to sum of two inputs and it is equal to sum of the two responses. So this is what one condition which is equal to the response of sum of two inputs. Now, so here we have seen one condition. Consider f2 of x comma y is equal to 0. That means image 2 is considered as 0. Then the previous equation what we have considered is 3. If you make this f2 of x comma y as 0 by considering only one input image, that is f1 of x comma y, then how about equation 3? Equation 3 will be modified by simply eliminating this f2 of x comma y and considering only f1 of x comma y. So, considering this, equation 3 will become h of a of f1 of x comma y is equal to a h of f1 of x comma y. So here, this is based on equation 2. So if you see, this is equation 2, that means a and b values before making as 1, we have considered it as equation 2. Now by making f2 of x comma y is equal to 0, equation 2 will be modified like this. Okay, so a will be present, b and f2 will not be considered. Why? Because they are made as zeros. So let us consider this equation as 4. Okay, so this equation 4 represents the property of homogeneity. Previously equation 3 represents the property of additivity. So this equation 4 represents the property of homogeneity. So what the property of homogeneity says means, so it says that the response to the constant multiple of any input, so here the input is considered as f1 of x comma y, is equal to the response of that input multiplied with the constant. So here the constant is a. So linear operator possess, because h we have considered is linear operator. So if we consider h as a linear operator, here two properties are satisfied. One is additivity and another one is homogeneity. So an operator having the input-output relation g of x comma y is equal to h of f of x comma y. What about eta of x comma y? So here we have considered only the degraded image and the additive noise eta of x comma y is made as 0. So that is why we will get the output relation g of x comma y is equal to h of f of x comma y. So it is said to be position invariant if, so here we have to write the condition by making the position invariant. So the equation looks as h of f of, okay. So here x and y are there. If you make them as position invariant, they will be shifted. So it will become x minus alpha. Alpha is the shifted variable. Similarly, y is there next. Y minus beta is equal to, okay. So next, what about the output? G of x minus alpha comma y minus beta. So consider this is equation 5. So this definition indicates that the response at any point in the image depends only on the value of the input at that point but not on its position. So it indicates, the equation 5 indicates the shifting value is dependent on only the value but not its position. Now, so f of x comma y can be expressed in terms of continuous impulse function. So previously we have written f of x comma y. Now how to represent this f of x comma y in terms of continuous function? So here we can write f of x comma y is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity f of alpha comma beta del x minus alpha comma y minus beta d alpha d beta. So this is the representation of continuous impulse function. So let us consider here the equation number as 6. So by assuming the additive noise eta of x comma y is equal to 0 and substitute here the equation 6 in equation 1. Okay. So what we will get here? So equation 1. So what is equation 1? We can see here. So this is equation 1. So substituting that condition of equation 6 in equation 1, then it becomes g of x comma y is equal to h of f of x comma y is equal to h of, so what is this h of x comma y? So this is the entire equation we have to substitute. So integral minus infinity to infinity f of alpha comma beta del x minus alpha comma y minus beta d alpha d beta. So consider this is equation 7. Okay. So here we can observe there is h. So here we have considered h is a linear operator and we extend the additive property to the integral. Then how this equation look like means, so here the equation 7 looks like g of x comma y is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity h f of alpha comma beta del of x minus alpha comma y minus beta d alpha d beta. So consider this is equation number 8. Now, so in the previous equation we have considered f of alpha and beta. So because f of alpha and beta are independent of x and y, and using this homogeneity property, how the equation look like means g of x comma y is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity f of alpha comma beta h del of x minus alpha comma y minus beta into d alpha d beta. So consider this is equation number 9. So let us consider here the term h of x comma alpha comma y comma beta is equal to h of del x minus alpha comma y minus beta. So consider this is equation number 10. Now by considering this 9 and 10, so here substitute equation 10 in equation 9. So how the equation g of x comma y will be modified? So simply here we have to consider this term and substitute in equation 9. So g of x comma y will become minus infinity to infinity f of alpha comma beta h. So here this entire equation will be substituted as h of x comma alpha comma y comma beta. So here x comma alpha y comma beta d alpha d beta. So let us consider this is equation number 11. Okay. So this is called the superposition integral of the first kind. Next. So in the previous equation, if we consider h is position invariant, then how g of x comma y look like here? So here, in order to represent h as position invariant, so how to write the equation? H of del x minus alpha comma y minus beta is equal to h of x minus alpha comma y minus beta. So consider this is equation number 12. So by having this h as position invariant and replacing this in the above equation, we can write. So the above equation means equation 11. It is g of x comma y. So g of x comma y is equal to minus infinity to infinity f of alpha comma beta. So previously in the above equation, we have to substitute this like h of x minus alpha comma y minus beta d alpha d beta. So consider this is equation number 13. So now we have considered here equation 11. So based on the two conditions, what we have considered, how equation 11 will be reduced. So equation 11 will be reduced like g of x comma y is equal to minus integral minus infinity to infinity f of alpha comma beta h of x comma alpha y comma beta into d alpha d beta plus eta of x comma y. So consider this is equation number 14. So this expression indicates the convolution integral. So in the presence of additive noise, that is eta of x comma y, because here eta of x comma y we have considered. In the presence of additive noise, the expression of the linear degradation model, so which is equation number 14, because here the additive noise is included. So equation 14, how it will be modified means, so g of x comma y is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity f of alpha comma beta h of x minus alpha y minus beta into d alpha d beta plus eta of x comma y. So this is equation number 15. Now again, if h is position invariant, how about the above equation? That means here the above equation, what we have considered is 14. Okay. So how it look like? G of x comma y is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity f of alpha comma beta h x minus alpha y minus beta d alpha d beta plus eta of x comma y. So the value of the noise, that is eta of x comma y, is random. It will not be fixed and or assumed to be independent of the position. So using the familiar notation for the convolution, by using the convolution operation. Now, so how the equation 15, that is consider this is equation number 15. How equation 15 will be modified? Like, so the value of noise g of x comma y is equal to h of x comma y into f of x comma y. So here this symbol represents the convolution operation plus the additive noise eta of x comma y. So consider this is equation number 16. Now, so based on the convolution theorem, so here we have applied, we can express this equation number 16 in frequency domain. So how to represent that in terms of frequency domain means you can represent g of u comma v is equal to h of u comma v. So this is h of x comma y in terms of frequency domain, it becomes h of u comma v. So here the convolution operation will become multiplication operation in frequency domain, and f of u comma v, f of x comma y, if we convert into frequency domain, it is represented as f of u comma v plus, and eta of x comma y is represented in the frequency domain as n of u comma v. So consider this is equation number 17. So this equation represents the frequency domain of the degraded image g of u comma v in the presence of additive noise n of u comma v. So this is what about the linear position invariant degradation. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.